Junior Jewels, I'm Carly.
And I'm Jess, and we are the hosts of Typical Tuesday Night,
a Taylor Swift podcast.
Hello, and welcome back to the Typical Tuesday Night podcast. I'm Jess.
I'm Carly.
And we are so excited today.
Always.
We always say that, but literally it's because we're excited about every single episode that we do. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is they're all fun for like different reasons.
Yes.
And like today, like we're doing the news one.
Yes.
I think you're going to tell them like what we're talking about, but it's been a while since we've done a news one.
Yes.
Because when you were saying the last one was like our April Fool's
We
week,
haven't
right?
done it since the week of April Fool's. So like we did one like for April Fool's, it was just fake and funny. And then
Which
we
I
did like a
loved.
bonus to do like a real news
Actually
episode.
what happened.
So
that was 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And like we had talked about, there wasn't a ton that happened in April.
Yeah.
Which is why we didn't do a lot. But now all of a sudden I feel like there is lots to talk about.
Yeah.
And we've already done like an episode about the Masters.
Yes.
But like there's still so much.
Yes.
And like we're going to talk about more because like now that it's like settled.
I know. It's crazy. And I feel like we don't do these quite as often because
they're just like not, I feel like
since the Eras tour has ended and also Taylor's been like very quiet, there's just like not as much going on. But we love doing these. We know you guys really love these episodes. Yes. And so we're very excited to be doing this today.
Yes. We are going to talk about a lot of things. So AMAs, so we haven't talked about that, which is crazy. There's some crazy chart stats that have been happening, which is fun. Taylor sightings, the summer. Oh, I turned pretty. We are so excited. I am so ready. And then, like I said, like Taylor owning her Masters, more. There's like just a bunch that we're going to talk about. So I'm really excited.
Yes. And we, like Carly said, we did an episode for everybody already all about the Masters. So if you want to hear like kind of our initial reactions, our thoughts on Taylor owning her Masters, go back like 2 episodes or just,
I think,
not the last one, but the one before. Listen to that. We'll talk about it still a little bit today, but if you really want to just hear all of it, like if you just like feel like you don't know what's going on, go listen to that.
It is so funny. I was thinking about it again today. I was like, remember when we thought that episode would be 20 or 30 minutes?
I know. I was like, let's just do it real quick. It won't be very long. How long did it end up being? Do you remember?
It was 1 hour and 13 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
You remember? Because you were like, oh, that felt good.
Yes, that's perfect. Oh, man.
So funny.
But also, if these news episodes are your favorite, like if you look forward to these a lot, and also if you like to clown, like we don't really clown almost ever
like
on the podcast, but on our Patreon episodes and in the chats, that is where all the clowning goes down. And even though, spoiler alert, there probably isn't Rep TV to clown for anymore, there's still plenty to clown for.
There really is.
Yes, and still plenty of clowning going on, still Easter eggs going on.
Yes.
So if you aren't over there, definitely check that out.
Yeah. Well, so we've kind of mentioned this before, but so you can join that by being a Patreon subscriber. And that is linked in our show notes. It's linked down below on YouTube. It's linked on our Instagram, wherever. You click on that and then you just sign up. There's 3 different options. There's the Junior Jewels level is the one that gets you the bonus episodes.
Yeah.
And then if you want to like get on a Zoom call with us, we do like a group Zoom call and just like chat Taylor Swift, which is so fun. Like if you like to be able to like text people about Taylor or talk to people about Taylor, like that is what you're going to want because it's like a bunch of Swifties just talking about whatever we want to talk about with Taylor.
Yes.
It's like, I love them.
It's a highlight.
So much.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh, people that understand my love.
Yes.
And like, I can say the most
outrageous
stuff about Taylor. And nobody thinks I'm weird. Like, everybody just gets it.
Yes.
And I love that.
It's
so that's Club 13 level. So you just sign up for whichever level that you want. And then that gives you access to the bonus episodes and the chat and like trivia night, stuff like that Jess had mentioned. And just so you know, like I think some people might be confused. If you ever want to listen to those bonus episodes on Apple or on Spotify, even if you sign up for Patreon, it links to your Apple and to your Spotify. So it's not like you have to like go to the Patreon
go
app
to a different app.
Listen to. Yeah, like it all seamlessly will sync every single week anytime there's a new bonus episode. So I love that feature. But if you are just like a Apple subscriber type person, you can just go to Apple subscriber and at the top it just says like click to listen to 2 bonus episodes every month and you get like a discount for paying for the year, but then you can get those too. But that does not allow you to get access to trivia night or like the group chat, Zoom call, stuff like that. So just whatever your preference is.
Yes.
If you have questions, you can always text us, email us,
DM
us, all the things.
Yeah.
We're available.
We're
around.
We're ready to chat.
Yes, always.
Really quick before we jump in, I want to say something really fast. Okay. So, I'm just like, it's like, it's not directly Taylor Swift related, but it's somewhat Taylor Swift related.
I feel like we can make anything Taylor Swift related at this point.
My stepdad.
Okay.
Shout out Brian. He's actually wanted a shout out on the podcast since we started it. So Brian, he's a faithful listener to the podcast. He's gonna be so excited I'm talking to him.
Hi Brian.
Shout out to Brian because today I went and watched him finish. He ran his first half marathon, which is super cool, super impressive. Yes. And I wasn't even gonna say this. I forgot. One of the signs we made, I put in your running era.
Love.
Which was fun. That's and cute. The announcer guy even was like, he like read it and was like talking to me about it. So it was so funny. Cool. But after the race, we're just like chatting, whatever. Yeah. And I was like, so what music do you listen? Like, I was so curious, like what music he listens to when he runs. He doesn't listen to music.
Oh my gosh, that's worse. What?
I was
what?
Mind blown.
What did he listen to? Nothing?
Silence. Nothing. He just runs.
No.
Literally how?
That actually sounds like my worst nightmare. I'm so sorry, Brian.
Literally, I went on a run, like, I think it was last week, my Apple Watch, because I have it, like, I download the song so I can just take my Apple Watch without my phone, and it played one song, and so I got, like, a little bit away from my house, and then it wouldn't play anything else. I literally ran back to my house,
absolutely,
did my run with phone in hand, which is not, because I was like, I either have music or I'm not running.
Oh, no.
Let alone for over 2 hours of running.
I thought you were going to be like, oh, he like listens to a book or like listens to a podcast.
And then my stepbrother, who is a huge runner, he's running next week. He's running an ultra, which is 50 miles.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah. And he also says when he does trail runs, he does music, but when he just runs like races like my stepdad did today, he doesn't listen. I'm like,
why?
I'm like, I literally run so I can listen to music.
Yeah, why? Like, also, how do you have motivation? It's funny because this is actually funny.
I could not do it without it. I couldn't.
No. So I went running this morning and Kaylee Dance.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it. She has like a running playlist.
Okay.
It's like Angry Taylor music. Yes. It is incredible. And Illicit Affairs Eras Tour version started playing. My fastest like part of the time was that section because I was like so pumped.
Yes.
I was like, yes, like I was getting a little lull. And then that song came on.
That happens to me too. When a certain song comes on, I'm like, I can do this.
Yes, you're right. I need to speed up a little bit.
I'm like,
honestly, I can't even imagine just being in silence for any portion of my day. Like I literally constantly have music playing in the house. But let alone when I'm running and have nothing else to do.
But think about running.
Yeah. Was it that long? I was like, I thought you were going to say like, he listened to All Too Well 10-minute version just like we did.
I wish that's what he said. Nope. Just nothing. I literally am. So I need you guys, if you're listening, if you're on YouTube, I'll probably post this as like a YouTube. We'll probably post this as like a YouTube clip. You guys have to chime in. If you are a runner, do you listen to music or not when you run? Because I was already mind blown that he didn't, but then the fact that my stepbrother also doesn't, I'm just like, what is going on? This is a thing? People run in silence?
I did not know that.
I'm shocked.
But apparently it is.
Yeah. So
I really hope they're in the minority. Like, just because I feel bad for them. Like, what a terrible experience.
Yeah. So anyway, shout out to Brian. Good job running your half marathon, but you got to try the music. Gosh.
I'll give you this playlist, Brian.
Angry.
Try it.
Angry Taylor's version. Oh my gosh. That would be amazing. Yeah.
I mean, at least put on our podcast.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just kidding. Wow. Yeah. I don't even know how we like jump into the episode because I'm just so shocked.
I know. It was a very random thing, but I had to talk about it. So
wow.
I'm mind blown. Yeah.
That is crazy. Okay, well, I guess we'll get back into Taylor.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I seriously am like shocked. Okay. So we're taking it back to April. Taylor songs were in some TV shows.
Yes.
Throughout the last 2 months. So Guilty as Sin was featured in the You finale. Do you watch that show?
I don't.
Okay. I watched most of season 1.
I watched part of season 1. Okay. And I feel like I have a tolerance, like a pretty high tolerance for a lot of things. And
that one just,
I literally could not. And I know it's so popular, but like
I've thought about trying it again.
It just it made my skin crawl. I just could not do it.
Yeah. I love him too. That's
I love
why,
him too.
I was excited.
Which maybe was part of the problem for me. Like maybe if it had been a different actor, maybe I could have like pushed through. But because
that's a good point.
It was him, I think it made it worse.
I think I started it because it was him too, though.
Me too.
So,
for sure.
Like
I know.
But if it hadn't been him, it was such a popular show that I probably would have eventually like tried it again.
Yeah.
That's funny. Anyway, such a great song. Love it. The Summer I Turned Pretty trailer.
Yes.
We are so excited.
So excited.
And I was if you guys haven't watched it, you need to finish our episode and then go watch it.
Yes.
But so Daylight plays, and then right at the end, it switches to red.
Yes. It's so good.
So good.
Perfection.
So well done. Yes. Like it gives me chills.
I know. It's so good.
I love it so much. And we're going to talk about this, like The Summer I Turned Pretty a little bit more later, but I cannot wait. And then the thing that really set the internet ablaze was Look What You Made Me Do.
Taylor's version.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is even more interesting now in retrospect.
Yeah.
But we'd gotten that. Did we say?
Yeah, we had gotten
a year and a half ago.
Was it 2023?
Yeah.
I think that's what we said in Wilderness, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we knew that one was already done.
Yeah.
Finished.
Yeah. Crazy.
It really is so funny to think about. Like, people were freaking. That one was not as big of like a possible Easter egg to me because we had already seen it
before.
But everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, Rep TV is coming! Rep TV is coming!" And it is wild to think about like those things
that we knew.
That we were so
yeah. And it was not even close to going.
I'll sometimes just randomly think of that, like, oh my gosh, Rep TV was not even close to being done.
Not even close. And it's just funny too, the amount of times we've specifically said, it's done. It's just sitting there. She's just waiting to put it out.
I mean, I thought for sure. I genuinely, I honestly was like 100% sure.
We did our entire Reputation series a year and a half ago because we were 100% sure it was coming out February of 2024. Like, so sure. Nothing.
Good times. Great times.
So if you want to go listen to if you're like, oh, we have quote unquote Reputation Taylor's version now and I want to learn more about it.
There you go.
Go listen to our series. We did a whole huge series on it.
Yeah.
So
there's more we need to do though.
There is.
Like I was thinking about it the other day.
That was one of our first series.
It was.
And I feel like we have a really good rhythm and like handle on our series now. 100%. And so we'll have to
because like somebody was like, please do a Calvin Harris deep dive. I don't know if you saw that. And I was like, you're right. We didn't do one.
Although Calvin Harris deep dive can come when karma comes.
For real. I actually think that's kind of why we were waiting. I think we had talked about this and we were like, we should wait till look what you made me do. Oh my gosh. Reputation vault tracks.
Yes.
Come out because I think we're going to get more info. So maybe we'll save it. Except for who knows when we're getting
We'll see.
Oh, anyway.
We'll see. And then I feel like every time we do one of these, there's like always a bunch of like random other celebrities or artists like talking about Taylor in interviews and stuff. And this specifically was one that I just really loved. Plus it talks about rep, which is fun.
Yes.
Keith Urban in an interview recently said, talking about Taylor, he said, she's insanely talented and ahead of her time. I remember hearing Reputation when she made it as a record, and I was like, I'm not sure about this record, blah, 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 because I'm a fan. I was like, it's not for me. Then years later, coming back to it, I love this record. So sometimes she's way ahead of the curve.
That's actually really cool.
It's cool to hear from someone like him.
Oh, 100%.
And also funny, like Taylor's roots are country. He's country and he loves rep. Like, I don't know why. I think that's so the best funny. Part. Yeah.
Is being like, Keith Urban likes rep.
And also so relatable because we feel the same way about rep.
As soon as you were reading that, I was like, yeah.
I mean, I don't know that I would say in all caps, I love this record. Yeah. I do like it. I appreciate it way more now than I did when it first came out.
Yes.
And I just love that he words it, he articulates it as not like, oh, like I finally came around to it. Yeah. It's like it was always good. She knew what she was doing and she knew it was good.
Yeah.
And we just had to kind of like wrap our mind around it.
Which honestly, I feel like is what happened.
Yeah.
Like the amount of love Reputation gets now was nowhere near back in 2017.
Oh, well, when we went to the tour, empty seats everywhere. Yes. I got face value incredible tickets to my second rep show 2 weeks before I went.
Yeah, no, it was not hard to get.
No.
And that was also during that whole era where she was not
it was cooler to hate her than it was to love her.
Yes. But I do agree. I think she kind of, in a way, was ahead of her time. And maybe that's, too, why she didn't get a lot of awards with it.
Yes.
And now she looks back and she was like, if I put this out now, it would probably win awards.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know if this is jumping ahead. I mean, we kind of talked about this on our Masters episode, but it's interesting that Taylor back when she originally released Rep, when she found out it wasn't nominated for any Grammys, she was so upset. And her first response was, I'll just make a better record. And so for her in her letter about owning her masters, saying, the record is so good that like I don't see any way to improve it. Like that is such a full circle.
I love it.
Coming into yourself, owning yourself moment that I am like so obsessed with.
Yeah.
Like,
I love it.
Just randomly think about it and I'm just like, this is amazing.
Isn't it funny how many times you randomly will think about Taylor Swift?
Oh, all the time.
I know, but like even I think I've said that twice now too. And then you said, I was like, just me and Jess randomly think about Taylor Swift. I'm sure though people listening are the same way.
Oh yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, the amount of random times I think about Taylor throughout my day.
Yeah.
I don't even know her. Okay, love this stat. So High Infidelity had a 427% stream increase on April 29th with over 420,000 streams.
That's
I was crazy. One of those.
I was too.
Absolutely. It's like, oh, happy April 29th. Gotta listen to High Infidelity.
Yes.
Like, so, what a cool fact, though.
So fun.
427% stream increase.
Oh, I'm just realizing that is such a missed opportunity. I should have just fudged the number and said 429. It's so close. That's crazy.
That is crazy. I should have streamed it a few more times.
Oh, but guys, we really missed the
next
boat.
Next year.
429%. 429%.
We can't go above it. We can't go below.
No.
Let's see how we do. And then we talked about this on our Patreon a little bit more, like in depth. But there's a video of Taylor Swift in 2016, her 4th of July party singing I Will Always Love You. Mm-hmm. It was like all of a sudden released.
Yeah.
Why?
Don't know.
What?
Because there was a video from the past, probably from 2016, filmed from outside of her house, and you could hear her singing. But this was the first time we got a video in the room seeing her sing it.
Yeah.
What?
So random.
So random.
I'm still like, why?
Yeah, why now?
Why?
So random.
I know.
But it was so satisfying.
Oh, I loved it. Like 2016 Carly was freaking out.
Yes.
She's like, oh my gosh.
I know.
Oh, okay. Taylor also is no longer subpoenaed on the Blake Lively Justin Baldoni case.
Yes. Which we're not gonna like
goodness.
We're not gonna sit here and talk about a bunch, but if you want to hear us talk about it more, we have it on our Patreon. Yeah. I'm just like kind of tired of talking.
I know. It's kind of an exhausting topic.
It is.
And we brought this up on Patreon as we dive into it. It's just, it makes me sad.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole situation.
All
and that's where it's like, I'm all for like juicy gossip. And like, I think at the beginning, that's why the whole Justin and Blake situation was fun. It felt like juicy gossip.
Mm-hmm.
And now it just feels sad.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
Okay, our next one, which I meant to look up, so I'm going to do that really fast. Taylor became the first female artist in history to have 3 albums surpass 10 billion streams on Spotify.
So cool.
I can't remember which ones they were. I think it was Folklore.
I'm like trying to remember because we talked about this on Patreon. I need to make this a trivia question apparently because we can't even remember.
Oh yeah, like that would be a really good trivia question.
Because was it Midnights?
It was. It was
Midnights. Lover?
I think so. I was thinking Lover. But now that you say Midnights, I remember being surprised by that
Midnights, Folklore, and Lover.
Okay. I think so too. Yeah.
Okay.
So crazy.
That is crazy. 10 billion streams.
Yeah.
That is
for 3 different albums.
So many streams.
I know. 30 billion streams.
Like, when you really think about that, that is insane.
I am so excited for you to hear the stats from like after she owned her masters. Like,
oh yes,
it's fun.
Great.
We'll get into that in just a minute. Okay. It's so crazy. And then the AMAs happened, which were the biggest flop. Like we really dove into this and shared our very unfiltered thoughts on it on Patreon. But like I remember we were really unimpressed and disappointed with the iHeart Radio Awards. Not even just like for the fact that like Taylor wasn't there and stuff. Just like the award show in general. AMAs was honestly worse. And yes, Taylor didn't go, and no, she didn't release or announce Reputation Taylor's version, obviously.
No, she didn't win anything.
She was up for 6 awards and didn't win a single one. She is the most awarded AMA artist ever, and she didn't win any, and it's so sketchy to me.
I know.
It's so weird. And like, I don't think Taylor has to win all the awards.
Yeah.
I don't. And I'm fine with other people winning awards, but the entire show was so weird, and I don't know, it's just so bizarre weird to me.
I know it's hard because I was in London. For those of you, I think only Patreon knows that actually.
Oh yeah,
I was like,
Carly went to London.
I went to London.
I was listening to Message in a Bottle today, and I was really? I was like, I missed a prime opportunity to like make a reel for you that was like, it's like oh crap, what's the lyric? It's like, you're in London, will I ever see you again, or something.
Damn it.
I know.
What? That would have been so good.
I know. It was so funny.
That would have been so good. Anyway, I was in London, so it was like 1 a.m. when it went on. I watched for the first little bit, realized,
my volume is down. Why did that play? Weird.
Realized that was not going to be worth my time and didn't watch the rest of it. Woke up the next morning, saw Taylor won nothing.
Yeah.
And I was shocked. But then when I saw Billy won everything, I was like, okay, well, I guess Billy's fans just like came out and voted really strong.
Yeah.
But something, I can't remember if we talked about this on Patreon, that I had like thought of retroactively is interesting that Taylor won all the awards from iHeart.
Mm-hmm.
So clearly she still does have a fandom willing enough to vote.
Yeah. I feel like Swifties are psycho voters, but
yeah. So did Billy's fans just say like, okay, well, Swifties came out hard for iHeart. We have to go even stronger so that Billy wins them for this?
Yeah.
Was there something more to it? We've kind of talked about the controversy on Patreon and stuff.
And like almost like basically none of the big artists were in attendance.
Yeah. Something was up.
Yeah, it was really weird. The lyric is, how is it in London? Where are you while I'm wondering if I'll ever see you again?
Stop.
Isn't that so funny?
That is so funny.
I was like, oh, that would have been hilarious.
I'm like so sad now.
I could still make it.
You should.
You guys will know where it'll be fake. It won't be in real time, but we could, if you have a video of you in London, like something,
perfect.
I could make it.
Excellent. We shall do it.
Oh man.
Anyway, yeah.
So,
AMAs, what a bummer.
The AMAs, they happened, and we just kind of like just about Donnie and Blake. We just want to forget about it because it was so lame. It was so.
It's been a bummer. Like I feel that way about all the award shows recently.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how I felt about like iHeart. It was just like, ugh. Grammys was a good award show, but even after, like we did our initial thoughts. That was great. That was a great episode. We just like got all of our. I want to say anger, but like, yes,
we vented.
Yes, there you go. We vented all of our thoughts.
Yeah,
and then like after, I was like, I just don't even want to talk about this anymore either.
Yeah.
Just kind of a bummer. Like we need an award show where I'm like stoked out of my mind.
Yeah.
For Taylor.
Yeah.
Okay. We had some Tayvis sightings, which is always, I feel like the best part.
Always a treat.
Episodes.
Yes.
The first one was the Mother's Day outing, which was really fun.
We hadn't seen Taylor for like a long. That was like the first time we'd seen her in a while.
Yeah.
Which I felt kind of bad because like you could tell those pictures.
They were like a lot more. Yeah, it wasn't like the paparazzi like photos. And then they were seen out in Florida twice.
Mm-hmm.
And then the end of May, Taylor was spotted going out in New York City with Dakota Johnson. So I feel like we're starting to see her a lot more.
I know.
Like she took a long break. Mother's Day came. And then I feel like it was like a week or so break again. And then we started seeing him a little bit more. And like even this last week.
Oh yeah, this last week's
like a lot more.
Basically
like
since the Masters.
Yeah. Which is so fun. Yeah. Because then again, she was out to dinner with Selena.
The night before. That was the night before the Masters announcement, which is fun.
I'm like, they were talking about it.
Yeah.
And how fun.
I know.
So yeah, she was out to dinner with Selena in New York City that night before. And that was where she wore that.
Oh, wait. I think that was the night after. The Dakota Johnson one was the night before.
Was it? I thought the Selena one was the night before.
I think it was not. Because I remember she was wearing, like you were going to say, that dress that was black with like the diamond-y type like outlines. And that was after. But I think it was like the next day.
Oh, interesting. I mean, it was around the time.
Yeah.
Whenever. You're probably right, actually, because I do think that dress, you're right. Because, it was the black dress with, like, the diamond details, like, the super high heels. Mm-hmm. It was really cute.
Yeah.
I liked it.
She has been sporting some very high heels. That's very impressive. I'm like, how do you walk in those? I don't know.
It reminds me of Begin Again.
Yes, I know. Every time. Okay, we are going to take a quick ad break. Today's podcast is sponsored by Phase It, one of our favorite brands.
We love Phase It, and Taylor obviously does too, which it's so fun. And like when you really think about it, like I put on the same glitter freckles that Taylor Swift did.
I know.
Like, what?
We're not talking about Pop Flex, but I wore my Pop Flex purple skirt last week. And that's all I could think about the whole time. Is I'm like, Taylor Swift has worn this skirt. Like,
as you said, that is exactly what you should be thinking about.
It's so fun. Same with your necklace.
Yeah,
not the one you have on.
Not the one I have on. My other one. Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, they have the best way to like jazz up any outfit with their like beauty patches. They have the freckles, they have the
love
decolletage patches, and I'm excited to see if you ever wear the like sport stripes.
Totally will.
So fun.
I feel like now, because most of like the sporting stuff that I go to is like in the fall and like winter, and they came out with those like more for March Madness, but like I watch those on TV.
Yeah,
so I'm excited.
Yes.
But yes, I'm definitely going to get those. But it's so fun because like we've worn them for concerts, like girls' nights, going to like Haler nights, but festivals, parades, any fun event you're attending this summer. So I loved seeing what they did at Coachella.
Yes.
I was like loving every single one of their reels, like seeing the way they like used them. Yes. I loved it. It was so fun.
So fun. So yeah, it's super nice to just have on hand. It's nice that each pack comes with like 6, I think. Yeah. So you just buy a pack, have them on hand. And if you don't have any, go get some from their website. You can use code TTN15 for 15% off at phaseitbeauty.com. So, and I was thinking today, how fun to wear those for 4th of July. I am probably going to do that.
Ooh, the red
or the silver.
Oh, I kind of want to do that too.
Or the gold. I don't know.
All of them.
All of them.
Triple layer.
They need some blue ones so I can do.
Stripe your face.
Yes. Isn't that a fun idea?
I want to do that too now. Yeah. I think I'm going to do that. Stealing your idea.
So fun. Okay, so now we're going to jump into the Masters, which, as we've said 100 times, we did a whole hour and 13-minute episode just on this. 100% on this, and it was really fun, really good.
And anybody can listen to that.
Yes, and I don't feel like a ton more has come out about it since, and so that's really where most of the information is going to live, but there were a few things I wanted to talk about. In case you haven't listened to that, just kind of some reminders. Taylor owns her masters from her first 6 albums, which
congrats, Tay.
I don't know about you, but like I see other people saying, and sometimes catch myself thinking or saying like, she got them back. But like we have to remember she's never had them. She is not getting them back. She's never had them.
That's such a good point.
I know. It's like crazy. Wow. Yes. Everyone's like, she got her masters back. It's like, no, she got them for the first time.
Oh,
I know. It just makes it even that much sweeter. I mean, it's so sweet anyways, but it's just like, wow, it's crazy that you put that much work, effort, heart, soul, blood, sweat, tears into those and you've never owned them. So crazy. But she bought them for $360 million, which I think we said is how much Shamrock bought them from Scooter for, which is really cool. Also, Scooter was not involved in the sale. There were rumors that we talked about on Patreon the day before. It's actually really funny. One of our friends listened to the Masters one and then the Patreon episode. She's like, this is so funny. This is so funny to like listen to this after we know the Masters came out. Because we were like, we don't like this. Because they made it sound like Scooter was like encouraging the sale.
And that just felt icky to me.
Yes.
I just don't trust Scooter.
But it was interesting because a source close to Taylor, aka Tree Payne, told People magazine, they said, contrary to a previous false report, there was no outside party who encouraged the sale. All rightful credit for this opportunity should go to the partners at Shamrock Capital and Taylor's Nashville-based management team only. Taylor now owns all of her music, and this moment finally happened in spite of Scooter Braun, not because of him, which is the best mic drop out there.
Yep.
Like, I love that they like name dropped him.
Oh yeah.
Like, especially because at the beginning they were like, no outside party. Yeah. And then at the end they're like, Scooter Braun.
Yep. And that was like the right place to put his name too.
Yes, for sure. Oh, so good. And so it was really cool. Like in Taylor's letter, I love that she said that she owns them with full autonomy. So like Shamrock did not keep themselves like tied in at all to like benefit from it. Like Taylor and only Taylor owns them. Yes. And that is just like music to my ears.
And honestly,
literally.
Yeah, that's great. I have nothing to say. I love it too so much. I was just gonna say, the more I've thought about it, the more I've been like, and you said it on our Masters episodes, like, I hope Shamrock gets all the best karma from this.
Yes.
Because honestly, too, thinking about it, like, this was such a good business deal for them.
Yeah.
And
the fact that Taylor Swift said with her own words that she loves him so much, she wants her first tattoo to be a shamrock
in the middle of her face.
Forehead.
Yeah. Like,
did you see people make pictures of that?
Didn't know.
They like took a picture of her and like put a shamrock on her forehead. It was so funny.
Of course, why am I not surprised? But yeah, I just am like, honestly, even if they had just like, they obviously like they sold it for what they bought it for, so that kind of negates itself. But they did make a lot of money over the last few years from like all of that.
And stuff.
But even if not, like I feel like other people like having that Taylor Swift stamp of approval is huge.
Yeah.
Like that in and of itself was so smart for them.
Yeah. Especially because everyone that like talks and like, okay, not everyone, 99.9% of people who have like interacted with Taylor and like had experiences with her have like nothing but amazing things to say about her. And so if this great person who everyone has amazing things to say about has really amazing things to say about this, that gives them so much credit, so much street credit.
Yep.
So cool.
I just like, the more I thought about it the other day, I was like, honestly, good for them.
Yeah.
Like, oh, love it.
Yes. So there were, I mean, so many people who were like sharing and liking her posts, and I'm not going to read them all. And we talked a little bit more in depth about this on our other episode, but just some standout ones were like Selena, Gracie, a bunch of the Eras Tour crew, like the dancers and the band and the backup singers, and then Jack Ant, like the video of Jack and Taylor singing Getaway Car was just the cherry on top.
Like his caption too, like guilt-free listening.
Yes. Guilt-free listening.
Like,
so good.
It honestly, okay, and like I've talked about this before, I was never one that was like, I can't listen to rep, I can't listen to like debut. Like I would always put on Taylor's versions
if it was available. Yes, I was the
otherwise
same.
I liked it the others. I did not realize truly you listen to those guilt-free. I am like a changed person.
I know. I am too.
Shocked.
I listened to the whole debut album yesterday.
Okay.
Front to back, which is not something I do ever.
I love it though.
I was like, this is amazing. Like it feels different. It really
totally does. Especially for me, like I listened to Speak Now.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa. Like this is genuinely guilt-free because like I don't have to go listen to Taylor's version. I could, but
you prefer the original, and you can say that, and you can listen to it now. I swapped out
for me.
I swapped out because I operate the same as you. If there's a Taylor's version available, I choose it. So I swapped out some Taylor's versions on playlists for originals, and it's so interesting because because once a Taylor's version comes out, I do not go back and listen to the old one to compare even once. I just move forward. And I was like, wow, actually, these sound way different. Like, way different.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you can really, like, the Taylor's versions are great.
Yeah.
But, like, you can really tell the difference between the Taylor's version and the original.
Don't you feel like there's just, like, a little sense of, like, nostalgia with it?
Absolutely.
Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I am literally taken back to 2010.
Yes.
Listening to these.
Yes.
Oh, anyway.
So
I just
good.
didn't know. I was shocked.
Yes.
At how I actually truly felt guilt-free.
Yes.
And it was incredible.
I know. It's so fun. And we get to do that forever.
Yes.
Forever. It's crazy.
It really is.
Okay. I'm going to get into some stats because this is not really something we talked about in the other episode. And so I kind of wanted that to be a focus today because there's a lot. I'm going to read these. These are kind of, some of them might be like a smidge repetitive because it's like I'm going from like, because it was obviously like constantly changing and stuff. So I'm just going to go through. So like basically the first day, Taylor Swift made history as the first artist ever to have her entire catalog, including both original and re-recorded albums, simultaneously charting within the US iTunes Top 100. Her entire discography.
Incredible.
Taylor's versions and originals. Freaking, that is wild. Wild.
Honestly, it is.
I'm surprised at the Taylor's versions too.
I know, and a lot of them were like moving up on the charts. It's like people started just re-listening to everything.
Yes.
I'm curious actually now that you point that out. I wonder how many people started comparing.
I wonder too. Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, I'm going to listen to this song and this one and now this one. Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah,
and so,
that's
like,
a good point.
Made everything chart more.
So when this specific update was made, Reputation was at number 1, Debut was at number 3. Speak Now was at 18. 1989 was at 19. Red was 29. Speak Now Taylor's version was 40. Lover was 41. Evermore 46. 1989 Taylor's version 50. Midnight's 51. Folklore 54. Red Taylor's version 61. Fearless 68. Fearless Taylor's version 75. And Tortured Poets 94. Which is funny.
Which is crazy that like Tortured Poets is so low.
Yeah. Granted, remember this is on iTunes.
Yeah.
So this isn't like, I don't know. How does is that just purchase? Is that streams? I don't.
I think that's.
Carly knows about iTunes.
I don't know. I just buy it and play it.
I'm just kidding. So funny.
I'm curious. I think
too.
Is purchases, but
which is actually crazier because who buys stuff on it?
So it's gotta be streams.
Yeah,
it's gotta be.
And like then maybe like again, this is like an update to the iTunes top 10. Reputation was at 1. Debut was at 2. Speak Now, original Speak Now was at number 8. And 1989 was at number 9. And then Taylor Swift's Reputation album earned a little over 6 million streams on Spotify the first day, up by 2.1 million streams following the Masters announcement. This one is hilarious.
Okay, let's hear it.
Better Than Revenge.
Oh, yes.
Better Than Revenge, the original version, if you know, you know, jumped 629% on Spotify, gaining over 313,000 streams.
I mean, I was one of those.
People have spoken. We like, prefer the original.
Clearly.
That was one of my favorite memes I saw. It said, like, misogyny is back. Celebrate, misogyny is back. But really.
And we're all so excited about it.
Oh, it was so funny.
Okay, so I looked, and this isn't like a ton of research. This is AI.
Okay.
So take that with it what it is. But Apple's iTunes chart, specifically top songs and top albums, are primarily driven by purchases and downloads. The charts rank music based on the total number of individual song or album purchases within a given period. While a song or album can be on the iTunes chart by being streamed, especially if it's a popular song that is bought, the main metric for charting on iTunes is based on purchases and downloads.
That makes those numbers, crazier. Because crazier.
Yeah.
because most, like, I think you're so weird that you buy them on iTunes when you have Spotify. Like, that's weird, and I'm gonna say it. So, like, it's crazy that, like, not only people were going and streaming it a ton, but people were going and buying it. And maybe that's a testament. It's just, like, why you do it, because you're a true Swiftie, and you're like, I'm gonna support her in every way I can.
Like,
except for voting. We don't vote for award shows. Sorry, guys. We're 99% true Swifties. But yeah, like, was that a show of support to, like,
I wonder, it must have been.
Yeah, because, like, I'm sorry, why do you have to buy it on iTunes?
For me, it's like I've done that for so long.
No, it's
like I now have to buy
I just love that you also talk about how it, like, messes up your, like, Spotify reactions.
This year I have not been listening to my bought ones. My Apple is just off to the side, and I've only strictly been using Spotify.
Good.
I'm trying to see. I really
your lesson. He needs a good Spotify rap.
I know, except for it's still going to be like
some kids' music.
Moana.
Yeah. Okay, and then
okay, keep going. These are crazy.
So, at the time this was posted, Rep had entered top 3 for US Apple Music, which was the highest charting female album, surpassing Miley's brand new album, Something Beautiful. Taylor had 5 albums in the top 10. Rep, Debut, Speak Now, 1989, and Red. And then Look What You Made Me Do by Taylor Swift was now the number 1 music video on iTunes.
That is cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
I know. I love that.
Ugh.
Taylor she went back to the number 1 most streamed artist on global Spotify.
Oh, I didn't see
breaking Bad Bunny's 4-month streak.
Really? I did not see that. That's
She's
cool.
the only woman to reach the top spot in 2025. So.
Love it.
She was the man. She is the man.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
Yeah. Taylor Reputation had its biggest day ever on Spotify since its release 8 years ago with 9.9 million streams.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm right there with her. That's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
I think I streamed 3 albums that weekend. Rep, Speak Now, and Debut.
Yeah.
It's just like she could literally just say any word and I would do whatever she wanted. You know what I mean? She could just be like, today I want all of you to stream blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, yes. How many times?
I'll do it.
Well, yeah.
I'm here at your service.
Devices.
She's like, go buy it on iTunes. You're like, I already did.
Yeah, I'll do it again.
I'll make a new account. A new Apple ID. I'll make my husband buy it. I'll make Jess buy it.
Like, this is like how we normally are on Patreon.
Yeah.
I'm like, we record those late, and I feel like that's why
not late enough to blame Slap Happy. No. Debut had its biggest day ever on Spotify with 2 million streams. 1989 had 5.4 million streams. Blank Space and Style pushed over 1 million streams each on Spotify.
I am curious, like, to hear like all of these stats. What, like, our listeners, what their first listen was.
I know. We should post that on our Instagram stories, and also like comment on YouTube.
Yeah, because I would love to know.
Yes,
because I think the first thing I did was Better Than Revenge.
Yeah,
and then I listened to Rep.
Yeah,
that was what I.
Yeah, so
I'm curious what other people, because there had to have been. I'm sure there was kind of like split camp of like who's listening to Rep, who's listening to like Debut.
Yeah.
Like, where did you go?
Mm-hmm. And all of us are listening to Better Than Revenge.
Yeah. And everybody knows.
It's like the is that called a Venn diagram?
Post that.
Yeah, we do.
That's funny. You always, Jess is so creative, you guys, when it comes to
the Venn diagram. We've got people listening to Debut, people listening to Rap, and all of us listening to Better Than Revenge in the
misogyny version.
Don't let me forget that. Okay. I have to post those.
That's so good. It's so good.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Anyway.
This I'm very excited about this. So this is the Spotify streaming numbers for all of the original albums.
Oh, okay.
From the first day.
Spotify.
Yes, Spotify. Okay. Speak Now had 3. I'm gonna just round up or down it. Well, yeah. Okay, no, I'm not going to. Speak Now had 3.1 million. Debut had 2 million. Red had 2 million. Fearless had 1.7 million. Reputation had 9.9 million. 1989 had 5.4 million. Rep TV, this is all of them. Rep TV had 3.3 million. Speak Now TV had 2.4 million. 1989.
Wait, did you say Rep TV?
Speak Now TV? Did I say Rep?
I don't know. Am I losing it?
Red TV.
Like, Rep TV must be up Rep TV.
Maybe it's when I said Red. Red
TV. That's what you said.
Red TV.
It was like
3.3. Speak Now TV 2.4 million. 1989 TV 4.2 million. Midnight's 4.2 million. Lover 5.7 million, which is interesting because that's, always been hers. Fearless Taylor's version 3 million. Tortured Poet 6.89 million.
Wow.
That's the second. That's the one behind Rep. That's really interesting.
But it's interesting that like that was the lowest on the the iTunes, which probably means it really is based on purchase. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because people have already purchased that one.
Or they're just streaming it like normal people.
Like normal people.
Just kidding.
Okay, you should post that.
Okay.
Because I think for me sometimes I'm like
you gotta
visual.
See it.
I gotta see it while you read it.
Yes. Folklore had 4.8 million and Evermore had 2.1 million.
And that was when was that? Just that first day?
Yes, on just Spotify.
The fact that we were getting that many streams.
Yeah, just on one platform.
Yeah. In one day.
In one day. So despite not releasing new music for over a year, which this has been her longest stretch since Lover, Taylor achieved the biggest streaming day for any female artist on Spotify. Again, this is just Spotify in 2025 with 64.5 million streams in one day.
Oh.
And across her entire discography. Fairly evenly.
Yeah. Well, they were all like right in that same range.
Yeah.
Wow.
So crazy.
That is wild.
Yes. Okay. Couple more.
Okay. Love it.
Just a couple. Love Story, the original Love Story, joined Spotify's Billions Club playlist because it reached 1 billion streams.
I didn't see that. That's cool.
Yeah. And then iTunes added a section like on their page called Every Version is Taylor's Version. And showed all the albums.
That's cool.
So cute. This was really interesting. Taylor's Delicate was over 1 million streams, and it had its biggest streaming day since 2018.
Interesting. Was that the highest one streamed from
Rep?
I
don't know.
I feel like they wouldn't have said that unless it was.
Crazy.
Wow.
And then the last one is, this was a couple days ago, so I don't know the update on this, but she was the number one most streamed artist on Spotify 5 consecutive days, which is not typical.
Yeah.
So
cool.
Wow. I don't know. Just
those
a lot
are
of
crazy
really
stats.
Cool stuff. Yeah. We'll post all these to our Instagram stories. I'll put any that need visuals. I'll put them on YouTube.
Yeah, I think that would be helpful.
Yeah.
Wow. That is crazy.
I know. So crazy.
Ugh.
So I also thought this was really interesting, and I can't decide. I want to know what you think.
Okay.
1 week before the announcement, Selena Gomez shared Taylor's Brits speech, like Brit Awards speech, specifically the part that said, and there might be times where you put your whole heart and soul into something and it is met with cynicism or skepticism. You cannot let that crush you. You have to let it fuel you, because we live in a world where anyone has the right to say anything they want about you at any time. But just please remember, you have the right to prove them wrong.
Oh, interesting.
And I was like, did she know? And was that like an Easter egg for her? Or I know there's been a lot of like rumors lately about Selena and Benny. So maybe it's like related to that. But just interesting. Like, because that's an old speech.
Yeah. And like of any speech.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So fun.
That's crazy though.
I know.
Okay, so New Heights had Shaq on, which I just always love seeing their clips.
Shaq is always a good time. The Kelce brothers are always a good time, so put them together.
It's great. And it's always fun to like see these big time like athletes.
I thought you were gonna say big. They're all big guys. They are.
That too, I guess.
Jack is large. He's so when you see him next to literally anyone, you're just like, how is this possible?
I know. But like seeing people like that then talk about Taylor Swift and her music on their podcast, I just love it so much. So on this episode, he like pulled out his phone. He's like, I gotta play this for you guys. His favorite song being I Knew You Were Trouble by Taylor Swift.
So fun.
And they were all just like dancing and jamming out, and like Shaq was like singing it.
He was trying.
So fun.
It was actually I was like kind of disappointed because like it was clear he didn't like totally know all the words, but like people were kind of like giving him a hard time.
Oh, they were?
Not him, but like anyone that reshared the video, they're like, I can't believe he says his favorite songs. He doesn't know the words. I'm like, you guys, I know we're Swifties.
Yeah.
We appreciate lyrics, so we know words to songs, but even not all Swifties do.
Yeah.
It's like there's a lot of people out there that enjoy music for the music and they don't like know every word to their songs.
Yes,
I just thought that was kind of funny.
100%. That is funny. But then Travis goes, shout out to Tay Tay, just got that song back too. She bought all her music back, so it's finally hers.
So cute.
I love it.
I just love it because like obviously of anybody, Taylor Swift doesn't need a man.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift is the man.
Yeah.
But we do know that, like, being in relationships is important to her.
Yeah.
And I just love that, like, she has this big moment and someone that she can, like, share it with and be excited about it with him.
Yeah.
Makes me so
happy.
And
I love that he is so excited to talk about her and her accomplishments and publicly, like, shout her out and be like, because that feels
like,
nice.
show
Like,
he's proud of her, that he's
just
looped in, like, he understands what's going on, how big of a deal it is to her.
Yeah. And, like, not just to, like, have somebody to share something like that with in private, but it makes anybody feel good to have, like, somebody support them publicly and be like, guess what? Like, Jess is doing, everybody. Like, well, you know, like, so to have him be able to do that, I just think that's really cool. And I'm sure she feels so special and loved by that.
I know. I loved it so much. So fun.
Okay, we are going to take another quick ad break to talk about one of our other favorite podcast sponsors, Love Olive Co.
Yes, we love Olive Co. They have the cutest clothing boutique and they have everything. Yeah. Like, literally
They've got so much stuff.
Clothes, dresses, cute shirts. Yeah. Carly's wearing one of their cute shirts.
I'm wearing one right now if you're on YouTube. It's so cute. It's this, like, white and red. I think I might wear this for the 4th of July. It's white and red stripe, and I love the sleeves are like a scallop detail.
Yes, that is so
is the
cute.
neck.
Oh,
I know. I'm like, it's just like the little things that they do to make it like a fun little, I don't know, different vibe. And then these shorts too. I really like these shorts. They got like the hem or the rough hem. Yeah. On the bottom. They're, like, really comfortable. They're not, like, too tight, but they're not, like, baggy. Yeah, which is very, very nice. I like that a lot. But I actually know somebody bought this. They, like, messaged
they
us.
Did?
They bought it already too. So we can match on the phone. But yes, I love their stuff. So if you ever need new clothes, they have, like, really good items.
Yes, and we always rave about our favorite jeans that we own from them. They're the best. You can use code TTM Podcast for 10% off your order at loveoliveco.com. And also, just quickly want to remind you guys, we have discount codes for quite a few companies. And if you are ever like, oh my gosh, I want to order this, I can't remember their discount code, and you don't want to have to try to sort through things, if you go to our Instagram at typicaltuesdaynight.podcast.
Yep.
TikTok is .pod.
Yeah.
Okay. .podcast. We have a story highlight that has all of our discount codes. It's so easy to find them. So if you're ever like, I don't remember their discount code, because they all vary slightly.
I know. I can never even remember them all.
I know. I always go look at too. So you can go look at our highlight and they're all there for you. So
good reminder.
Okay. So Rep TV is not coming. I mean, she did say that she did say she had recorded debut. She likes how it sounds, so she's gonna release that. Yeah. She didn't say that, but she's gonna release it. Rep TV, Rep, I guess. She did say, like, both those albums will have their chance to, like, reemerge essentially. And so I don't, because she did mention, like, still releasing the vault tracks. Yeah. So I wonder, Rep never had a deluxe. And so I wonder if she'd do, like, a Rep deluxe with, like, original Rep plus vault tracks.
That'd be nice.
Plus Karma. Just kidding.
Plus. What else can you give us?
Documentary.
Yeah.
TS12.
Eras Tour live.
Eras Tour again.
Yeah.
Eras Tour 2.0 live. Not the movie, just the concert. Just the concert. I want to go to the concert again, okay?
I mean, I do too. I don't blame you.
But yeah, so I feel like at this point, like, yeah, we could still, like, clown for a debut and rep vault tracks, but I feel personally, I feel a weight lifted.
Yeah.
Clowning was getting kind of obnoxious, and it's really funny. It's really funny that, like, we've been clowning for rep for seriously so long, and it wasn't even close to ready. But this makes all the TS12 Easter eggs we've been getting make a lot more sense. Yes. And also my weird intuition of that it was coming sooner than we expected.
I know.
I mean, we still don't know when it's coming, but I feel like especially knowing that the re-records are not coming very soon, it just like solidifies it for me even more, which makes me
totally
excited.
I'm right
oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
I was going to tell you, I think we should do like an episode, maybe like on Patreon about like the TS12 Easter eggs that we've seen over the last like year.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot. And I think it would be fun to make those, like put them all in like one little episode and like talk about it.
I love that. It's a great idea.
Because I think sometimes we were trying to see how those would fit into rep. And I think now we can like separate them and be like, no, this was actually pointing us to TS12 and we were all psychos and decided to turn it into rep.
Yes.
So we should talk about that.
Yes, I love that idea. So yeah, I mean, I'm really hoping for a fall football season, lovey-dovey, glitter gel pen.
I would love it so much.
TS12. That will just make and lilac that we're all hoping for. I'm hoping for. It's my favorite color. Yeah. So hopefully we have that to look forward to.
I feel like we're gonna move on. But I have something else that we're gonna talk about another time. Okay, the Summer I Turned Pretty is coming.
Yes.
And you thought it would be really fun to do some predictions.
Yes, I had a friend that loves the podcast text me, Katie, and saying like she's getting really excited for the Summer I Turned Pretty and she like would love to hear our predictions for what songs will be in season 3. And I feel like we were kind of talking about this, like I feel a little clueless. I don't know that I have great answers because I've never read the books, but Carly has read the books. So I feel like she could maybe guess a little easier, but we were talking about it. And when I was like, because you were like, I don't remember stuff very well. And I could probably read the book again and just be like shocked, just as excited. But it's so fun because tell everyone when you read the books.
I read the books for the first time on my way to the Eras tour. Opening night. Which is wild.
Yes, that's
I just remember like sitting on the plane and I was reading my Kindle and I was like, what is life on a plane without a child? I can sit here and read this book, and that's what I was reading on the way to the Eras tour.
So
it was so good.
So much serendipity happening lately, like, and I'm loving it.
So good. So good.
So yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know.
You don't even,
I mean, I can say I really love that Red and Daylight.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you have any? Did you come up with any? No? No. And you sat here and watched me stress about it for like 10 minutes?
I was busy too. I will say
it's hard.
I do have some predictions.
You should say ones you want.
Okay, I do have some predictions, which I've talked about before, but I feel like originally I was obviously thinking like some debut Taylor's version or rep Taylor's version.
Yeah.
But I don't know now. I mean, again, I don't know how the show goes. So like, didn't you say there are some really good rep ones that could be on there? I don't give.
Yeah.
Maybe just because the Summer I Turned Pretty doesn't give me like any rep vibes, unless it's like New Year's Day or something like that. But
well, that was the hard thing. There was like some songs that I was looking at, I was like, ooh, that would fit. And then I was like, but like the music doesn't fit the vibe, I feel like, of what they would play on the Summer I Turned Pretty.
Yes.
So I kind of had a hard time. And then I think I overthought it. If I'm being honest, I don't know if any of these 3 that I came up with will be on there.
Yeah.
But it's ones that I could see fitting the vibe of the show, fitting the idea of the show, and that I would like to be on there.
So maybe you say yours and maybe it will like
trigger some thoughts on
yes.
you. Okay. The first one that I think I kind of just want it to be on there because I love this song and I think that it fits the vibe is You're on Your Own, Kid.
Ooh.
I could like see that. Like it feels like, I don't know, the music like fits the vibe, I feel like, of the show. And I just like love that song. And so there's a few moments where I'm like, I could see that song being on there. Like, you know, everyone goes through a hard time and they feel like they're alone. And You got this, Belly. Good luck, girl.
Yeah, I love that.
Okay, my next one that I put on is Death by a Thousand Cuts.
Ooh.
I feel like that's always a good one for when...
This is fun because I feel like it's giving me like ideas like, ooh, what's going to happen in the show?
Yeah. So I just love that song. And again, I feel like that is the music vibe of the show.
Okay.
My last one is Peter. I would love if they put Peter on the show.
I could absolutely see that.
Right?
Be on there and I would die. I would die. Oh my gosh.
I just think it would be...
This is good. I have ideas.
Okay,
now.
perfect. Okay, go.
Oh, Peter. Oh my gosh. Because you said Peter, and just because, I mean, obviously, like, I know the whole love triangle situation of the show. So, like, I have kind of an idea. I look in people's windows. Could be.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay.
I don't know. A debut song.
I really wanted to put a debut song on. I had like
Tell me what you think. I'll like say a couple. Like,
okay,
what about?
I put 3 on my list and I cut them off.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
okay.
I had like 10 songs.
You should just share them all.
I've deleted them.
Share them all. Like,
but I can tell you which
Cold
ones.
as You.
I could see that one.
Or no. The Outside, A Place in This World.
Okay.
I'm Only Me When I'm With You.
That was the one I put on my list. Oh, I put I'm Only Me When I'm With You just because I freaking love that song too. And I feel like there needs to be like a happy Taylor Swift like love song kind of in the class one.
Mm-hmm.
Mine was another one that I had like kind of put on there just because I was looking for like a happy-go-lucky type Taylor Swift song, and I was like, I don't know if they would use mine. But anyway, I really love that one, Cold as You, and what was the other one? Oh, I'm not going to say it because it might spoil something.
Mike, I gotta look at those lists again.
Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Interesting.
There was, okay, if you've read the books, I am going to say one part. As I was like scrolling through all these songs, one that I loved is I was like, I would love for just the beginning of Better Than Revenge to play for like one certain part. Like, now go stand in the corner and think about what you did.
So what? Picture to Burner should have said no. What? I just thought of another idea. What about Mary's song? Because these guys have known each other since they were kids.
That one's going to be in there for sure. Especially because, yes. Why did I skip over that? That's such a popular song right now for her and Travis too.
Yeah. But will it be OG? Probably. Or Taylor's version.
Okay, so here's a thought. Okay. This was actually what I was going to bring up, but now we're just going to talk about it here instead of later.
Perfect.
She does still need to use the trademark.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift, Taylor's version.
Yeah.
In order to put out that album. Because I think originally in the Masters episode, I was like, well, that's why there's no movement on that.
Yeah.
So is she going to let that lapse or is she going to use it by August? Maybe that's how she uses it.
Yeah.
Is Mary's song, Taylor's version. And it's under the umbrella of Taylor Swift, Taylor's version.
Mary's song would be so good.
I love that idea. I love that.
Look at me. I just came up with something on the spot.
You were way better than mine.
I also thought another one. What about Style?
Oh, that's a fun one.
Yeah.
I like that.
I don't know.
I'm so ready.
We're ready for it.
I'm ready.
Oh, man. We're so excited to talk about this last thing. Taylor and Travis went to, we are pretty sure, Travis's cousin's wedding. Mm-hmm. And there are so many pictures, and it's making me so happy. And their pictures,
so cute.
They are there was consent for the pictures.
Yeah. You could tell.
They aren't creepy pictures. They're so cute. They look like they're having the best time. Taylor looks amazing. She has her curly hair.
Yep.
Travis looks like he's on cloud 9. They both just look so happy. She's wearing
I love her makeup
high heels.
Too. Yeah. It was well done, but it wasn't what you see sometimes, the big full on.
Yeah. I wondered. I was like, is this a situation? In what scenarios does Taylor have someone do her makeup versus doing her own? And I feel like Taylor likes to feel normal.
Yes.
And she did do a lot of her own styling for Folklore and Evermore stuff, and it gave those vibes.
Yes.
And it made me wonder, like, I bet she did it herself.
That is
and
so
I
funny,
love it.
because I was thinking the same thing, because I was thinking about, I was like, oh, this is so cute. Taylor was probably at her house
getting ready
for a date.
Yeah.
You know, like, you remember those vibes where it was like, you know, oh my gosh, like, I have a date. Like, what am I going to wear? Like, I want to, like, impress everybody there. So, like, I'm going to, like, do my hair like this and my makeup like this. And
so fun. Or even, like, she's getting ready with, like other family members. How fun.
I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah, she's wearing, like, the cutest blue dress. I loved the video from behind of them sitting at the table. The bride and groom are dancing, like, they're slow dancing, like Travis and Taylor, like, vibing. It's
I just, like,
so
want to know what
fun.
the song was.
I know. The song on the video was so high school, but I'm like, but what
were they dancing to?
Yes. And so there, like I said, there are so many really cute, fun pictures. We will share them here on YouTube. We will also share them to, like, our Instagram stories. So make sure to check that out.
Whew. Always a long one.
I know.
I know you guys enjoy it, though.
Yes.
I always appreciate it when people, like, message us and they're like, don't ever apologize for long episodes.
Yes.
Like, we love them. Like, okay, that's good.
I know.
We love them too.
We do
it's
too.
fun. Like, I don't want to have to, like, filter myself.
Yes.
I want to, like, I really want this to feel like all of us, like, even you, like, guys listening, that you're just, like, part of the conversation.
Yes.
Like, you're talking to your friends about Taylor. Like, that's what I want this to be.
For sure.
So, but that catches us up.
Yeah.
On all the Taylor news. We
So
are
crazy.
recording this, like, a few days, like 4 days before, right? It'll go live. 3 days.
3, yeah.
So curious if anything will happen.
I know.
I don't think it will, but I mean,
it makes me laugh. It seems like almost every time we do it, like, a couple days before, and especially where we have been getting, like, quite a bit of stuff. I'm like, there very well could be something that pops up between now and Tuesday, but we'll see. Makes me laugh every time. I'm like we'll wake up tomorrow, I'll be like, of course she went out last night and we didn't get to talk about it.
For reals.
We'll save it for next time.
But anyway, don't forget to follow us on all social media. We've talked about this throughout the episode, but we will share everything to our Instagram stories. You can find us at typicaltuesdaynight.podcast on Instagram. Just search Typical Tuesday Night Podcast on YouTube. And then TikTok is at typicaltuesdaynight.pod.
Yes.
So follow us there. We share anything related to what we're talking about on our socials.
Yeah.
So, it's
so
like
if we talk about
mix.
like, oh, this picture, or this interview, or this video, we usually share it to our Instagram stories. So thanks for tuning in today, and get ready because we have a super fun episode coming next week. We are going to talk about some of our very favorite times we've clowned for rep over the last four-ish years. And so that's going to be really fun, where we don't really feel like there's a lot of clowning left to do for rep. We want to kind of like look back in the past, reminisce on like all the times we were so sure that rep was going to come out.
We were so wrong.
Yes.
And then the week after that, we are starting our new series.
We're so excited.
I'm so excited about that one.
It's going to be, we're not going to tell you what it is yet. No. I'm like, have we already told you what it is?
If I think Patreon knows.
Patreon knows.
Yes. Patreon knows. Patreon always gets early little hints.
Yes.
But it was funny. Somebody messaged us and they were like, I missed trivia night, because that's where we like announced it. And they were like, I really want to know like what it is. And I was like, well, we've dropped a few Easter eggs like over the last few episodes. And so I like gave her a hint of where to find one of the Easter eggs, and I think she found it.
That's so fun.
I know. So
I love it.
Don't know. We have dropped a few Easter eggs. I just think that's fun.
That is fun. It's going to be good. We're very excited. So, okay. Taylor, yes, we got your letter. Yes, we're doing better now that we know you own your masters. Okay,
bye, guys.
Bye.